morning. Hope you're doing okay. Today we are supposed to be going to Cribbs Causeway to go to Build-A-Bear and Gromit Unleashed, and we have to leave the house at 8 a.m. to get there for 9 o'clock. And the reason why is because this afternoon I'm looking after my nieces, so I have to come back to where we live and pick up the dog and then drive another 20 minutes to go to my brother. So I have to be back home about 1 o'clock-ish to be able to do all of that. We have to leave at 8 a.m. It is now 10 to 8 and my boy is still asleep. Don't think we're going to Cribbs Causeway today. The reason why he's still asleep, which is very unusual for him, because he's usually up between 6 and 7, was because he stayed at my ex's house. My ex had him for a few days over half term, and he had a sleepover with his cousin, and he didn't go to bed till 1 a.m. 1 a.m. He then brought him home from Wolverhampton, so a good hour, maybe an hour and a half if there's lots of traffic on the motorway, and my son decided to sleep the entire journey home. That was at 2:30 in the afternoon. So if you have kids, you know that after a certain time, they don't go to sleep because they don't go to bed. And that was after that certain time. So he didn't go to bed last night until 25 to 12. He just couldn't go to sleep. Which means I didn't go to bed till 12. And then I was up again at 4. I'm feeling okay. I'll probably crash later. Our whole day has just gone out the window. However, while he wasn't sleeping, and I let him watch a bit of Bluey to hopefully just calm him down a little bit because he was on a massive high, I looked online, and about 20 minutes away from my brother's house in a town called Tewkesbury, the Tewkesbury Abbey, which is a lovely church, they have this thing called the GAIA or GAIA, it's G-A-I-A, at their church. And it's this huge earth that is in the church. So I'm going to take him to that completely free, just walk in there, have a little look around Tewkesbury Town, and then we'll drive on to my brother's house because we can take the dog with us to Tewkesbury if we want to. But I'm going to take him there instead, and I'm going to show you because it looks absolutely beautiful on the Facebook pictures and on their website. So I'm going to go and have a look at that, and I think my son will like it because he loves space. So unfortunately, Cribbs Causeway didn't work out, but we're going to go again in March. I won't get the birthday bear, but never mind. I'm sure I'm going to be buying another bear anyway, because he already had his eyes set on this other bear he wanted, as well as the birthday bear. So really, I'm going to save money because I don't have to buy the birthday bear. So I'm going to go and see if he's awake. I'm going to clean up and then just wait, really. I don't want to wake him up. I want to let him sleep, give him a really busy day, and then try and get him back into routine tonight. But these things happen, not the end of the world. But let me show you something else. So at the beginning of the month, I told you I wanted to finish this puzzle. I wanted to do it for February half term, and I did it. So there's Aurora, there's Tiana, there's Snow White, and there's Ariel. So I'll try and lift the camera up so you can see the whole thing. It looks amazing. I've just got to finish that bloody Lion King one now, and I'll be back up together with my puzzles. So here we are at Tewkesbury Abbey. Here's the gardens. Look how beautiful those flowers are. And there is the church. We're about to go on in, so I'll show you what it's like when we get inside. So this is what happens here.
Yeah, that's what happens here.
And there it is. What do you think?
That's what our Earth looks like.
That's our Earth, yeah, that's what our Earth looks like. Let's get a bit closer. Look, amazing. Yeah, so that's our Earth, that's what we call Gaia. It's completely free to come in. It's just a donation only. So you've got little tables here with candles and a little coffee area set up there. Absolutely stunning. Look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at this. Isn't it just so pretty? Wow. Going underneath it now. It is beautiful. State windows. Yeah, is that what it is? The Antarctica there, is it? And this is the rest of the church. How pretty is this church? My son is very interested in these. He's looking at all the flags and everything. Very nice. And here's obviously where they have their services. just so pretty. And if we turn the other way and look at it from this side, look at that earth. How wonderful. Here is obviously...
Wait, is this your gold?
I don't know. Don't touch it, sweetie. Isn't that lovely? And down at the bottom, they've got the lions at the bottom of here, and the steps. This is an absolutely stunning church. It's where the choir sings there, look. They've got an arts and crafts table over here for the little kids, which is great. So my son is now with my mum doing all the colouring because they had that. So I'm just going to take you for a little tour around this beautiful church here. So they've got some books here. I haven't got long. They've got books here as well. Please pay for books, or donations of books are always welcome. And they've got puzzles and everything here. Even got a little shop here, look, that you can go in and buy a few bits. I would take you in, but I just don't have the time today because I stupidly locked my keys in the car. So my dad's on his way to pick me up so I can go home, get my spare key and come back and get the car. So, but I just wanted to show you around. Here is the Chapel of St. Margaret here. And that's in there. Absolutely stunning. So they have no admission charges, but we ask visitors to donate money, which we have. We've donated some money. I'm not quite sure what this is here, but lots of post-it notes or something. What's this? Give thanks for our beautiful home, for God's help to change our world. So I think you write a little prayer and then you can stick it on the boards here. That's a lovely little touch there. And then we're just walking round to here. So we have the nature reserve just here. Everything about Tewkesbury and its town. It's a lovely little town. And then we have this big stand up here, which is lovely. And then it's just all the back end stuff of the church. But look how amazing this is. I really wish I had more time, but I stupidly left my keys in the car. Up there you've got the Tewkesbury Abbey figure. I can't even think because I'm stressed out with my car. Oh, there's the father there, our vicar. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Look at all these stones, walls and everything here. I do like a good church, but if you do know of any good churches to go to and look at, then do let me know, because I do like to look around them. I just saw a shadow and got scared, but it was mine. Oh. Look at this, the candles there. We've been here before when my nephew died. He actually died in the October, which is Baby Loss Awareness Month. And they had a service here a few weeks after he was born and died, and we had it just there. And finally, let's have another look at this earth here as we walk back out of the doors and go see my dad to get my car. Oh, it's a day, people. What a lovely thing to have for people to see. So that was the Tewkesbury Abbey, and now I'm going to go and get my dad. He's not here yet, and get the house key because I've locked myself out the house. I've locked myself out the car. Then I had to run back to my mum to get the house key off her because my house keys are attached to my car key, which is in the car. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to find my dad and go and get my car. Okay, now we're in Poundland after I got my car back. You had Easter stuff here. Not much, but I am going to be doing another Easter haul soon and showing you around Poundland of what they've got for Easter. You had the cream eggs and the Kit Kat bunnies, Galaxy, anywhere between £1 and £1.25. You had M&M's, Reese's peanut butter cups in white chocolate as well, Smarties, mini egg bar, Milky Bar, that one, I want to try that, and then the Kinder Egg small eggs as well. You also had these, which are a bit more budget friendly. They were bunnies and chicks. They were £1. I used them last year for an Easter egg hunt around the house, and I also used these little chicks. There were some eggs and coins all for £1. Great for an Easter egg hunt around the house if you wanted to. Then you had the Maltesers and cream eggs and all the other stuff. Then there was some little Valentine's stuff down here that they're trying to get rid of. So go and check that out if you want to in your local Poundland. But the Mother's Day Ranger had some hot water bottles, had a trophy which my son picked up, and because I bought him a trophy for Valentine's Day, I think I'm getting that for Mother's Day. Also had the arts and crafts sign there for £1. The Mum's Treats was £1.50, and you had a little bear in a bag, which I thought was super cute, and that was only £2. So I didn't think that was too bad. And you also had a mum's notebook, which every mum needs a notebook, right? That's £2 as well. And these little keepsake bears with hearts or stars. Yes, with a coaster, if you wanted to get a coaster. Key rings for £1. And then you had your gift bags and everything else that we need. And then you had the mum's balloons, if you wanted to get those. Some photo frames and some glasses. This one says latte on it. You also had some other glasses with glitter in the bottom. One was for Nan, one was for Mum in a million. So that is £4 for the glasses, and the latte one was £2. We also had these coffee mugs, which are only £3, which I didn't think was that bad a price. Also had some water bottles for £2 and some other little bits and pieces. Down at the bottom was the rubber ducks, which again, I think I'm getting. And then you had that beautiful smelling rose thing, can't think what they're called now, but they're £3. I got one for Valentine's Day from my son, absolutely lovely, really smells nice. Some more bags and signs that you put up, some Mum's Treats boxes, or Mum's Treat Fund, should I say, for £1, or some glass cases for £1.50. Love this for a new mum, a little memory box, £1 for Mum's first Mother's Day. These are ballpoint pens, which look different, and I like them. They are only £1. No, they were £2. And the notepads and the shopping list are £1 or £2. You also had this red rose that actually lights up, which was £3 and reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, my favourite film. And then you had some bears and other flowers and gonks at the bottom, if that's what you want. Moving over here, we had some slippers with some foot cream, some smellies that was £6. You had other bits and pieces, hand cream, bath fizzers. They ranged anywhere between £2 and £6, so you could get a range of different things depending on your budget. If you wanted to put together a little pamper box for a mum or a new mum or anything like that. Also had some perfumes at the top, which were £4 each. And then you have all your sweets and your chocolate like normal. No matter what holiday, you get sweets and chocolate put out. So which is yours? So that's Poundland, but I will do another Easter one soon. Thanks. We are back from a manic day out. So we went to Tewkesbury, which is about 20 minutes away from my brother's house. And I locked my keys in the car. How stupid of me that I locked my keys in the car. So I had to call my dad, who had to come all the way from where he lives to come and get me in Tewkesbury, to take me all the way back home to get my spare key and then drive all the way back to let myself in the car. How annoying. It was so frustrating. Bless my dad. I was so apologetic and so grateful to my dad, but he was so kind. He just said, it's what dads do. It's just what dads do. So I've had a real troubled relationship with my dad, but I think, you know, at the end of the day, my dad is now coming up to 66 and we just got a really good relationship now. So I'm really thankful that I get to have that with him. And I'm really grateful that he took time out of his day to come and rescue me. Luckily, my mum was with us because she had her house key, because she's got my house key on there as well. Because otherwise I would have completely been stranded. But luckily, everything worked out. So we did that. I went back to Tewkesbury. Before my dad came, I left my car because who's going to steal it with the car keys in? Huh? No one. Can't do anything unless you smash a window, and everyone's going to look really suspicious in a very busy car park. So we went into the Abbey, and obviously you've seen that a bit earlier. And then after that, when I went back and I got my son and my mum, we went into Tewkesbury Town, and I was so anxiety driven and so stressed out, I just didn't want to pick up the camera. But I went into a charity shop and I went to Poundland. Then we come home and had lunch, and I've been looking after my niece for the last 2 hours, and we just got home and I've got to make the bed. So if you see a load of mess behind me, it's because I'm now making the bed before I do dinner. But this is the life of Rachel. This is what happens in my day-to-day life. I have these mishaps that happen all the time, and I can get really stressed out and really negative and be like, oh, why has this happened to me all the time? Or just think, do you know what, this is part of life. You just got to get on with it, and you just got to laugh it off and carry on, because being negative all the time is just a waste of energy, where you could put that energy into being positive and laughing about things and moving on with your day. So anyway, that's just my little ramble. Let's get into what I bought in Poundland and the charity shop. I shouldn't have bought this. I should not have bought it, but I did. In the charity shop, they had a load of books in there, and they had this one here called Superhero. It's not a hard read. It's quite an easy read, really. But I thought my son might like it before bedtime. It was only £1, so I picked that up for him. And we're going to read that at nights before he goes to bed. And if he doesn't like it, or it's too easy for him, I'll give it back to the charity shop. I said I was not going to buy any more puzzles. No more puzzles until I've done the ones that I've got under my bed and the ones I've got in the attic. Did I listen to that advice? No, I didn't. Because I then went to the charity shop, and you know I love a Disney puzzle. Now, I could have bought 2 Disney puzzles, but I didn't because I was smart. See, I knew that it was money, but I couldn't resist this one. Look at it. It's got all my faves in there. It's got Winnie the Pooh, Cinderella, Belle. Belle is my favourite Disney film. Beauty and the Beast is my favourite Disney film. Muppet Christmas Carol is my favourite Christmas film from Disney. And Winnie the Pooh is my favourite character. Let me know what yours is. You can never go near toys without your kids wanting toys, can you? Never. So anyway, because I didn't take him to Build-A-Bear, and I was planning on spending money on him in Build-A-Bear, I thought, well, this is going to be a cheaper option anyway, because the bear was going to cost me a little bit of money, and instead I bought him a couple extra things that was a little bbit cheaper. So I bought him this disc thing that you put on your wrist and you fire these things out for £2. Can't really lose there for £2. And I also picked up this police enforcer because he loves Lego, and this was £3. So for £5 you got 2 extra little gifts, which he's actually forgotten about because my brother's given some birthday presents, so he's more interested in that. So he has no idea, he's forgotten about these already. He's forgotten completely. So I'm going to see if he remembers. If not, I'm going to put them away and then see if I can give them to him for Easter. So we'll see what happens, but I think that was quite a good bargain, really. I was quite impressed. I was quite happy with that. But I'm going to make my bed now. Then I'm going to do some dinner because we're starting to get hungry. Then I'll come back to you and I'll sign off in a bit. So we had dinner and we had to rush it because otherwise we're not going to watch Gladiators in time. But we just caught the opening credits, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, so we watched Gladiators, really enjoyed that. Who is your favourite gladiator? Who's your favourite gladiator?
Nitro.
Nitro. And who's your worst gladiator? Viper. If you watch Gladiators, let us know in the comments who's your favourite gladiator and who's your least favourite gladiator. My son's is Nitro is his favourite and Viper is his least favourite. So let me know what yours is. We are going to snuggle down now and just watch a bit of TV and just do a bit of chilling out, really. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog and seeing the beautiful earth at Tewkesbury Abbey. And I hope that you've enjoyed the little Mother's Day range in Poundland as well. There was some really nice stuff in there, actually. It's usually cheap, tacky stuff, but there was actually some little bits that I liked. If you like this video and you like the content, then do give me a thumbs up so I know what kind of videos you'd like me to carry on doing. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you are not new here but you're yet to subscribe, then please consider doing so. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all those people in my Facebook group who follow me on Instagram, the comment on my videos, likes and shares. It all means so much, so I really do appreciate it. I hope whenever you're watching this, you are having a good morning, good day or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.